That's still a little low.
Now it's hard to see my whole reindeer.
Something about a rainbow. We're back.
Welcome back.
Cheers.
You guys are still here?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna start this off a little controversial.
I would like to start off by saying this is Brad and Rach. The kids are in bed.
Oh yeah, I guess we should start there.
They are all in bed.
If you're new to us,
it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, whoa my gosh, it's 10 o'clock.
Whoa my gosh.
100% of our kids are in bed. We have twins that are almost 2 years old, and we have a 11 week old little baby girl.
I don't want her to grow anymore. I just love her so much right how she is.
Enough about our kids. I'm gonna start this off a little controversial.
Okay.
I don't like the new Shawn Mendes remix of the Taylor Swift song Lover.
I haven't heard it.
That's good. It was such a great song.
You really enjoyed that song.
I know. That's the thing. It was just, such a
really
great song with just Taylor Swift.
Isn't it really recent to already have a remake?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Anyway.
Well, we'll see if that's a polarizing topic or not. I'm indifferent.
What are you drinking?
A chocolate peanut butter porter.
Mm.
It's a dessert in a glass.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the our advent calendar. In case you didn't know, we got an advent calendar beer calendar from Aldi, and this is O'Shea's Irish Stout. It's good.
Ooh,
it's really good.
An Irish stout.
Uh-huh.
I also want to point out our beer glasses because both of them are sentimental.
They are.
This one is from Portland, Maine.
Which I don't remember getting.
Yeah, when we
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah, you remember. we went I don't want to say bar hopping. Yeah, bar hopping when we were in Portland.
Everywhere we went bar hopping.
It was right after we got engaged. We got engaged in New York City and then went up to, I can't remember
Went through Boston.
So that Boston was after New York.
Right.
And did the Sam Adams Brewery tour, which was really cool. And then I guess Pennsylvania was before that though. Right?
Yeah, Pennsylvania was on our way out to New York. We did the Yingling tour.
In Pottsville, Pennsylvania, which was a really neat town. Apparently we were right next, I said apparently again, but it wasn't apparent to us until after. So what other word would I use besides apparently?
Apparently what?
We were right next door to a church that had the stained glass, original stained glass from who knows when. You remember they had reconstructed this church with some beautiful things?
I have no regrets about missing.
It's a national treasure.
About missing that.
Anyway, and then we ended up in Maine, and this really cool brewery was our last stop, and I really wanted one of the glasses for a memory. And we were with this British couple, and he asked the bartender if I could have it, and he said yes.
Oh yeah.
And then you had to carry it in your coat pocket the whole way.
Not only that, but she picked up a brick on our way home.
I wanted to keep the brick. We still have that brick.
Yeah, that's just silly. It's convenient to have to carry a brick when you're not the one that has to carry it.
It is convenient. I loved it.
On with the topic. Oh yeah.
We'll talk about your glass next time.
Okay. Just kidding. This is the Wicked Weed Brewery in Asheville, North Carolina, one of our favorite towns. It made the top 4 cities that we almost moved to. If we would,
it was probably number 1.
If we wouldn't have moved back home here to the Lake of the Ozarks, it would have either been Nashville or Asheville or probably Denver.
Yeah. Or one of the neat little towns in northern Arkansas. Anyway, that's boring.
Yeah, okay.
So today's video, we are reviewing a monitor that we love and a monitor that we hate. Baby monitor. We were talking about sound-only monitors first, and then we're going to get into the monitors that we use currently. But one of these sound monitors we use currently, so.
Yeah. So should we start with the one that was just absolutely a waste of money and we threw it in the trash after the first night that we used it?
Yes.
We probably should have took it back and got credit for it.
We should have. Once again, we went cheap. I think we did probably return it.
I don't think, did we?
But we bought it on Amazon, so. No, we didn't.
No, we got it at Walmart.
Because we couldn't even find the box or anything.
Yeah, we got it at Walmart.
We were all in on it. We threw away the box.
So anyway.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was this VTech. I think I'll just put a picture. Even though it's a pain in the butt to edit the vlogs when we we'll put a picture.
Yes,
we'll put a link. We'll do another picture.
It's me doing it.
Yes. But it's worth it.
It was such a terrible monitor. Oh gosh.
So yeah, it was one of these VTech sound monitors, and I think it was what?
$14.99.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 15
cheap,
bucks.
Cheap.
Yeah. And I kid you not, the entire night, it was just like...
That's a really good impression.
Thank you.
But it was really...
I didn't even practice.
It was really random when it always had like a static noise, and then the static would just like get really loud at times, but it was really random, so it wasn't even rhythmic.
So maybe it was like...
Yeah, but that was too rhythmic.
That kind of sounded like a cat.
Anyway.
Even
if you're not a light sleeper, I'm a light sleeper and I'm listening for babies when I'm sleeping. So that kept me up all night.
So that's basically the lowest of the lowest level Walmart sound only monitor.
And it was funny because...
I can't believe it didn't work great.
Jeez. Well,
shocking.
It's funny that like we were in the room next to them. Like we probably could have heard them through the wall. Mm-hmm. But we had that thing in there like scratching and
actually, that's a good point. That probably
noise.
Drowned out their crying.
Probably.
Maybe that's the whole point of it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway, don't get that one. Unless you're a super heavy sleeper and you can sleep through random static. Oh, it's miserable. And you're a heavy sleeper and you...
Oh, yeah. I couldn't even fall asleep.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
It's miserable.
So needless to say, we upgraded.
And this is wonderful for... We have video monitors on all the kids, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but if we put Eloise down somewhere in the house and we want to run outside, we can just use the sound only monitor without having to have a camera on her so that we can just hear her if she wakes up. So it's nice to have, even if you do have the video monitors, it's nice to have these occasionally. And also some of the video monitors, which again we'll talk about in a little bit, are Wi-Fi based and will cut out.
Is the other end off?
It's the batteries. Yeah, the battery's chirping. The Wi-Fi monitors will randomly cut out in the middle of the night, which we learned the hard way one time. And luckily it was when my mom lived with us and she was right next door to the babies and like came down and was like, they're crying. Yeah. But our Wi-Fi monitor had cut out and we didn't even know it would do that.
It would do that a lot.
Yeah, so if you want to do like a cheap Wi-Fi camera, you want one of these for backup. But the Wi-Fi one's just to visualize the kid.
Yeah, so we can go into our Wi-Fi cameras. So we've done 3 different Wi-Fi cameras.
Mm-hmm. We'll link this one below. Did we get it on Amazon?
Yeah, I think we got that one on Amazon.
We'll link it below.
Mm-hmm. So the 3 Wi-Fi cameras that we've done, the drawback to those were just exactly what Rachel... Well, for one thing, they were all 3 a real pain in the butt to like resync.
Connect.
Like if the internet for some reason, like if it dropped the connection to the internet or I don't know.
Moved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we moved.
You had to reset it up every time.
It was a real pain in the butt.
I never even learned how to do it. I just totally relied on you.
No, and they were, not that I have anything against foreign products, but the owner's manual or you couldn't understand it.
Is a bit broken.
Yeah, exactly.
In the English department.
Yeah.
So we had 2 different brands that we just got randomly on Amazon.
And we'll put those here.
Really?
And here.
We will?
Yeah, I'll just go back to our Amazon history and do a screenshot.
Yeah, and I did really like them because the quality, so we'll insert a picture here of the quality. The quality of the image that you get was amazing. But it would cut out randomly. So like I said, you can't depend on it. But if you want to see what's going on in the room, if you do any kind of sleep training and you're doing like timed intervals of crying, don't want to start a debate here, but you can look with really high definition at your kid and make sure they're okay.
Yeah. So the negatives were, obviously it was really tough to connect to the Wi-Fi. It would cut out randomly. And you had to have like an iPad, or you had to have your phone, or you have to have something to view the monitor.
It doesn't come with a monitor in addition to the camera. It's really just I don't even know that they advertise them as baby monitors. I think they're more of like an in-home Wi-Fi camera.
Right.
So they're fine. They were okay. And we used them we used them up until this week.
Yeah.
So
that led us into, we purchased, it's its own it's its own system. So it came with an actual monitor. It was on its own frequency. You didn't have to connect to Wi-Fi. And so we'll put a picture of that monitor here.
It's gonna be a nightmare to edit.
And that one we got from Walmart.
Uh-huh.
and it was expensive. It was like
was.
$160.
It's like one that almost every parent buys.
Yeah.
It's the infant optics.
Which
comes with its deal, and
yeah,
it's okay.
And we got like the ultra wide lens on Amazon. Don't buy that. That thing was worthless.
Yep.
It did not improve the field whatsoever. So
nope.
That was a waste of $15.
Because we had the twins in the same room, so we wanted it as wide as possible so we could switch back and forth to who we were looking at, but it just didn't really work.
I don't think it made any difference.
It didn't. No. And the quality of the image is not great.
No. But again, you don't have to connect to Wi-Fi. It's on its own frequency, so.
But you can't go very far away with the device. Like you couldn't go outside with it.
Well, yeah, you couldn't. Like when we lived at Rachel's parents, we could go basically just down the steps outside and not like to the dock.
Right. Yeah, it was a pretty limited range. Whereas the Wi-Fi ones, you can go, I mean, I could view my kids from work.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you can't watch them while you're at work, so it wouldn't serve as like a nanny cam or anything like that.
So that one was okay, and it's good if, anyway.
So what we recently just got was the Waze.
Wise?
Wise?
W-Y-Z-E?
Yeah, W-Y-Z-E. Wise.
Wise.
It was a flash lightning deal on Amazon, $20
per camera.
Per camera, and they connect to Alexa.
They're amazing. I thought of something else for the Wi-Fi cameras that we have for the twins. You could record video on them,
yes.
or take pictures of what was on the screen. And I recorded this hilarious video of Lyndall. It was when she was having her witching hour. We would put them down for bed around, I don't know, 8:30 every night. And every night at 9 o'clock on the dot, she would start in her witching hour.
Oh, yeah.
Until maybe 11 or midnight. And so I saw her, she would wake up and be awake for a little bit before she really started in. And she was laying in her bed looking at the camera, like doing this. It was so creepy. If I can find
that
it,
like gives me chills.
I know. If I can find it, I'll insert it here.
Yeah,
she was just like
Rachel will insert it.
She was staring directly at the camera, just like